beautiful day here in Austin, Texas. It's day 2 of X Games Austin, and it's all about the vert ramp. BMX got us started, and now it's time for the Skateboard Vert final. For a report from the ramp, let's head down to the third member of our team, Alyssa Ronick.
You guys, we can't talk enough about the heat out here since we've been in Austin, but today, we talk a lot about the temperature, right? It's about 86 degrees, but we have this handy little thermometer. This ramp has been baking in the sun for the past week. It's 132 degrees on this ramp. So you have to remember that not only are they dealing with the atmospheric temperature, they're dealing with the heat of this ramp, how that's affecting their skating. And guys, enjoy your time in that lovely booth up there.
Thank you, Alyssa. That we shall. Fighting the good fight down there. Tony, you saw PLG actually has ice in his helmet.
It does. I skated the ramp yesterday, and it is pretty hot up there. I'm not gonna lie, but these guys are used to it. I mean, they have to skate in all kinds of conditions, doing shows and doing competition and stuff. They're no stranger to this.
And Tony, as we take a look at this 12-man field littered with legends, it's 21-year-old Jimmy Wilkins who is our defending gold medalist.
It's gonna be exciting.
As we take another look at how he got the top spot, Tony.
There he goes. Oh, the varial flip, fakey there. Look at that. Body varial 5. Turning his board around with the varial, and still a solid run in. He knows that he's capable of a lot more than that, but he wanted to get a solid one under his belt there. And that's put him in first.
So PLG, our current leader, with that 88 on the dot. But dropping in for his second run, the guy he bumped out, Paul-Luc Ronchetti.
Paul-Luc is definitely going to step up either the height and or difficulty factor of this run as compared to last run. Although, kind of seeing the same tricks. Oh, here we go with that 360 flip Indy. That is incredibly difficult.
Final 5 for Paul-Luc.
And right there into a gnar jar. That's a 540 to body jar where he hits his tail on the way in. Very few vert skaters can do that trick, and usually they save it for a best trick mode. So that's going to bump up his score. I don't think it's enough to bump Pierre-Luc, but I think that that's going to improve his 81.
So let's take another look. Tony, this is a guy making his 6th X Games appearance. What's clicking for him? You've been riding with him, as you said earlier.
He's just getting more comfortable with these harder tricks. I think the only disadvantage that he has on his runs is that he's using a lot of setup walls. So he does a basic trick on one wall in order to set up for a difficult trick like this, which you can't downplay. And this trick right here is so dangerous, trying to hit your tail on the way in, even though you can't really see it. And he's been working on that. I mean, he throws that trick in practice while we're skating together, and every time I see him do it, I'm like, this isn't the best trick right now, right?
Well, you called it, Tony, an 86, bumping up his score, but still not enough to unseat PLG. And dropping in now, Alex Perelson, who came in literally hot. Not landing his very first trick on run number 1. We'll see if it...
Oh, there you go. Big kickflip melon. Big kickflip mute. He's on. Nice 540. Alex is so smooth, you don't realize this stuff is even hard. Look at that tail grab 540. Big Madonna. It's looking good so far. Oh, going for a big flip Indy. That's a varial flip Indy grab to 360. And I've seen him do that quite a bit these days in his runs, even in practice. So,
well, a good run for the 24-year-old, but unable to land it there. But maybe a nice preview of what we'll see in attempt number 3 as we take another look.
Such a good start there with the huge kickflip melon and this tail grab. You can see his foot not in a prime position, but just enough that he can kick turn out of it. And then right there, he just missed that grab. You can tell in his face, like, oh, it's over.
So here's 18-year-old Mitchie Brusco, who seems to grow 3 or 4 inches every time we see him.
And so does the height of his airs. Here he goes, he just wants to make one. Oh, there we go, nice varial McTwist. Perfect, and then into the body varial. So that means he put his board back to where it was before the first one.
He's on one right now, Tony. Final 10 seconds.
Nice, Indy 3. That's the trick that took Elliott out. Switch backside air. Switch mute air. Taking some cues from Bob. Do 720. Wow, that was a solid run.
Mitchy Brusco has arrived.
Now it'll be interesting what the judges make of those two switch tricks. He used two entire walls to do basic tricks, but done switch. Look at that, barrel and twist. His feet just come right into place there, and then body barrel, meaning his leaves his board behind for a 180 there. And that way his board is righted again. He wants his tail back to where it was.
Very clean for Mitchy Brusco.
And then here the 720, not a lot of speed, but he's got that spin, and not a problem.
So that will assuredly bump him up out of 9th place after a 25 on run number 1, a 79.33, and now he jumps up onto the podium, bouncing out Elliott Sloan. Remember, Mitchy Brusco is our defending bronze medalist from last year.
Yeah, to me, that score says that the judges weren't that impressed with the switch airs. So, because the rest of that run was banging.
Right. So we'll see what he's got in store for run number 3 if he wants to jump up on that podium. But here's PLG, who's thus far been untouchable in this final with that 88 in the top spot.
And if you want to talk about difficulty on switch tricks, his second trick right there was a switch heel flip 360. No one else does that in competition. And this run is solid.
Final 10 seconds for our leader, PLG.
Here's the signature PLG trick. It's like a 270. Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Nollie heel 360 to end it.
All right.
So he stepped up the difficulty factor on a couple of tricks. Same run, same walls, but a couple of the tricks were just harder, like that Nollie heel flip 360.
So the judges should reward him for that.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the best score today. Right there, that is a switch heel flip full 360. And then this Nollie heel flip Indy 360. That's another pure Luke special. Not too many people can do that consistently, and he's throwing it in his X Games runs.
Well, Tony, we know this is a guy who has the bag of tricks to get back on the podium. It's hard for me to believe that his last gold medal came back in 2012, but there you see it, a 92.33, and I gotta believe that's gonna be a tough score.
That's gonna be tough to beat for sure.
So here's Sam Beckett. He's in 9th place, has not had a clean run yet.
Good start. He's got some kind of lower landings, so you can see that he's going to throw in a couple of setups here. And when I say setup, that means just like a basic air to keep his speed up. Whoa, double grab. We call that the double fister. And coming into this, good heel flip there.
Already a better run than we've seen for Beckett all day on his 3rd and final attempt.
Oh, right there. He was going for a kickflip body jar. He meant to hit his tail on the way in and decided against it, which, to be honest, makes it even harder.
It makes it sketchier.
Yeah, it makes it way sketchier and way more dangerous. And the judges will know. They know that's no joke right there.
Yeah, let's take another look at that double grab.
So right here, that's a lean air, and then he grabs it front side because he thinks he's going to hang up and just give it a little bit more suck in. Right here, kick flip, and he's about to go to the tail and decides, maybe not. Because his body positioning there is all above the board, so he's about to go to tail, and somehow he just throws it down on the wall, and that is extremely difficult and very dangerous.
So Beckett's trying to jump up out of that 9th place position. Let's see how much the judges liked that full clean run from the British skater. We'll see if it's enough to get him possibly on the podium. He would have to top a 79.66 that Burnquist just put it down. There you see a great shot of our distinguished judges out here at Vert. And Beckett did not make their job any easier.
And all of these guys are veteran vert skaters, all accomplished in their own right.
And 82.33, he jumps up into third place, bumping out Bob Burnquist. Beckett is now in the bronze medal position. This is it. This is the final run of the final. Can Jimmy Wilkins defend his gold here on the third run of the contest?
Well, so far he hasn't made it past a few walls, so anything is going to be better. But you know, obviously he's hindered by the cast on one hand. Although he is one of the masters at ollie tricks. So here we go. Look at that seatbelt there. Big melon 540. So smooth.
Already better than what we've seen from Jimmy today.
No, a couple setups. That's hard. When you only have 30 seconds, you can't be setting up twice. But still,
so stylish, but yes, the setups, and it was taking time away from that run. So with that bail, PLG back on top. His first gold medal in vert since 2012.
And well deserved. I mean, his second run was pretty all time there.
So let's go down. Well, we'll hold off as Alyssa tries to track down our newly minted gold medalist, Pierre-Luc Gagnon. Got to get geared up right. Knows the cameras are coming. But again, this was an interesting event as he gets the medal on. You know, the first couple runs, guys were just struggling to stay on the board, and PLG showed no issues with that whatsoever. So let's head down to Alyssa, who's with PLG.
All right, we've got them all geared up now. PLG certainly no stranger to the top of this vert podium, but it's been a few years. What was the difference this year? Welcome back.
Thank you. I mean, I got really hurt the past 2 years. I had a knee injury and then a tore muscle in my hip. So it was really tough to, skate every day, and I had to take a little bit of time off, and we had a kid last year. But, I think the time off really helped, and, I'm happy to be skating again, having a great time, just skating every day. And, it's awesome, especially with these guys being back in Austin. Thanks for coming out to the Skateboard Finals. Appreciate it.
You had to sit there in a position that you've been in the reverse of, watch Jimmy Wilkins, watching his run, the defending gold medalist. Did you think you'd already landed the winning run of the day?
I mean, I felt pretty good with my second run. I was really hoping to pull all three runs. After I did the switch heel flip frontsider, I thought I had it, and then the board was just a little too far on the switch heel flip frontsider 360. But I've been there so many times with Bucky where I was in the lead, and then Bucky took it on the last run. That happened at least 2-3 times, with Bucky. So, that's all I was trying to get the last run. But, I guess the second one, held on.